First of all, I want to address this. How on earth did you guys not tell me about this story? Because this story is hilarious. It is comedy gold, pun intended in this case. But this also feeds into something that also happened, I think just this weekend, I think it was, where the Irish Parliament and about 200 very far right-wing protesters blockaded their parliamentary building, stopping anyone from entering or even leaving this building, crying about everything from immigration, the economy, um, anti-LGBT stuff, the even new constitutional right to housing that was going to come in. Why on earth you would be against that, I don't understand. But there you go. Like I say, it was the far right. They were very mixed messaging. And Flinian O'Toole, um, very, very good journalist, certainly over from Ireland, does, from time to time, we see his articles here over in the UK. He wrote, I think, a very interesting article, something of which I think if you are in Ireland, I have said before, just because at the moment Ireland is very much in a very progressive, good swinging way. Do not be shocked or alarmed, or at least, you should pay attention and take any far right in your country seriously, even though we are about to cover one of the most comedic things I have ever seen from any far right party here or anywhere else. Take them seriously. Trust me. There is still, as he points out quite rightly in that article, there is still a very strong undercurrent in Ireland for Catholicism, and that has been the driver, especially in France, Spain, and Italy, for many of the hard right movements where they have got their bedrock of support from. We've also warned in the past that there is a lot of money flowing from dark money think tanks into the US, into Europe, and that does include Ireland as well, where they would be more than happy to fund these far right parties. And with Sinn Féin potentially, from what I can see, about to probably lead in coalition the next Irish government, if they fail, or at least are seen as failing, because, hey, like all nationalist parties, we've got the surefire answer to housing, healthcare, whatever, you name it, we got the quick fire answer. Unfortunately, as we've said before, these national parties never really do have the quick fire answer, or someone would have done it. And traditionally, Sinn Féin have been the ones who have stopped other far-right parties from emerging. But with Sinn Féin in power, maybe some disillusionment comes in, and then this opens the door to a new far-right party in Ireland. It's something, if you are in Ireland, you should be worried about. You should be keeping an eye on. So even though we are going to go in this and have a good, real good, hard laugh at this comedy gold that we are about to laugh at, do be careful. Do be extremely careful. Just because they seem like a complete, utter, bag of crazy ferrets at the moment, do not underestimate them, because it could only take the right leader, the right circumstances, and all of a sudden you've got the right, correct positions for a new far-right party in Ireland that could do a lot of damage. And who knows what kind of stuff that could unleash in Ireland, as we've seen in other countries with their politics who've had a similar party to deal with. So take that as a warning as we go into what honestly is a very comedic happenings in this case. But as always, thank you very much to all those people who do help support the channel. Like I say, please do remember to click on the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, as always, please do remember to visit the Patreon page down below. There's the one-off donation link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can buy me coffee. There is the YouTube thank you button, and of course, the Pony Club down below as well. So over we go to cover this. And oh my word, comedy gold. Ireland's far-right party in crisis amid claims of stolen gold. It has all the ingredients of a Frederick Forsyth thriller: stolen gold bullion, political intrigue, betrayal, and the sprinkling of Adolf Hitler. The saga of Ireland's far-right National Party and its vault of gold bars, however, has played out more like an Amando Inunsi farce. On the 23rd of July, tweets on behalf of Justin Barrett, the leader of the tiny anti-immigration party, said that a considerable amount of gold had been removed from the party's vault in South Dublin and that Barrett had asked police to intervene. The tweets called the alleged theft despicable and treasonous, saying that we will emerge from this fire and trial. Heat makes iron into steel. The Gardaí promptly retrieved the gold, estimated to be worth over 400,000 euros. But 2 weeks later, it remains unclear if the gold really was stolen, who owns it, and what was it doing in the vault, and whether Barrett remains the party's leader. What? What? Agada Shilana is currently carrying out inquiries into the alleged allegation of the theft from the premises in Dublin. A police statement on Wednesday said, "These inquiries are currently ongoing and no further information is available at this time." The media reports do say that the police believe the party owns just a small fraction of the gold, with senior party members owning the rest. Barrett said that it was a stockpile in case a collapse in currency values. Oh no. Oh. Oh no, these are crazy libertarians, of course, stockpiling gold in case of, the currency collapse and we all go back on the gold standards. Oh my. Emma Bain, a councillor with the ruling Fine Gael party, has asked the Standards in Public Office regulator to actually investigate the reports that the National Party has not filed accounts for several years, nor explaining its funding sources. The party did not respond to the Guardian request for comment. The Nationalist Party was founded back in 2016 and claims that Irish people are being replaced and that their identity extinguished by immigrants in a new, quote, plantation, sponsored by the EU, financial institutions, and political elites. It has no elected representatives, and the party tends to attract several dozen people. Wow, several dozen people. Oof. Barrett, who polled at just 0.7% in a 2021 Dublin by-election, has quoted Hitler and appears to have lost his party support. On a message on the website on the 31st of July, he said he'd been removed as president due to an overwhelming lack of confidence from active party members and replaced by his deputy, James Reynolds, saying, "I have no wish to enter an unedifying public dispute with Mr. Barrett. Despite the recent events, I thank him for his past service and I do wish him well for the future." Reynolds said he had promised to, quote, root and branch reforms to stabilize the party. In a post on his Telegram channel, because it's always Telegram these people love to go to, Barrett disputed the suggestions and said he'd been ousted and called the party's statement farcical, saying that "I was and I am the president of the National Party in law," he wrote. Oh my words. Oh my word. how did I miss this initially? Wow. um yeah. Um what a story. And what, as I said, absolute pure comedy gold. But I do want to reiterate the warnings that has been given and um again, do read Flynn O'Toole's article he put out about this recently, warning about that you never know what may happen in the future, but there are the right political undercurrents, and as he describes it, the right petri dish that could grow something very worrying in Ireland if it is allowed to grow. So take this for all the comedy it is worth. I certainly am. But as I have warned in the past, do be careful. Do be extremely careful. And as I've also warned in the past as well, if you ever did have a united Ireland, be careful, because there is a good at least 12, possibly to 15% of Catholic conservatives and Catholic Protestants that would agree with the stance that they take around a number of issues that could be a very good bedrock for a future far right Irish party. And although at the moment they are crazy and lunatics hoarding gold because why not in case of currency collapse, um they are farcical figures to laugh at. But you must always be worried and worry about the fact that sometimes you do have to treat these people seriousness with the seriousness it deserves, even though in this case, well, they decided to commit a massive gold theft. Kind of funny, really, to be honest. But laugh at them when they must be laughed at, and of course, sometimes take them seriously when they have to be taken seriously. Do not underestimate them. Be careful, and vote tactically. I know Ireland's obviously a under proportional representation, so that does help you out a lot more. But yeah, do be careful. Do be extremely careful. I do agree with Flinny O'Toole that there are certain conditions at the moment in Ireland which do mean that if the right leader appeared or if the right circumstances were to occur, you could get a new hard right party in Ireland, and it could be very, very nasty indeed. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.